All right, so first of all, I have to start this video off with a splurge alert. Splurge alert. This wine is outside the wine on the dime price range. However, there's a trick to get it a little bit closer to my wine on the dime range, but you're gonna have to stay tuned for that. Here is the 2017 Anna Diogo-Draper Cabernet Sauvignon. Hey everybody, this is Stuart with Wine on the Dime, and like I said, this bottle is $32, so it's outside of the wine on the dime price range, but there's a way to get it pretty close to that range. So wait till the end of the video-ish and you'll get that answer. In the meantime, let's actually take a look at the wine. This is the 2017 Anna Diogo-Draper Cabernet Sauvignon from the Pine Mountain Vineyards in Mendocino County, California. It is 15% alcohol by volume. That's right, 1.5. And it normally goes for $32, but you can get it for $20. And you don't have to rob anybody for it. So just keep that in mind. Anyway, so let's get to the review for this wine. Let me pour a sample so we can take a look at the color. All right, so for the color on this wine, I'm gonna give it, well, your ruby. Medium ruby. Yes, medium ruby. No artifacts, no cloudiness. From a nose, first thing I'm getting is this really nice raspberry note, followed by a little bit of red cherry. I'm getting currant, what is that? Open up a little bit. Tell me your secrets. Just a touch of leather. And there's this spice, but I'm having a hard time identifying it. It's a baking spice, kind of falls under that sweet spice category. There's a hint of what I would say is dark chocolate. Maybe cinnamon. Maybe it's cinnamon. It's kind of playing with me. It's like a sweet cinnamon. Not candied, just sweet. A little bit of like a dry leaf effect. But what is that smell? It's gonna kill me. I guarantee you I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna taste it. I'm gonna be able to identify it, but just trying to do the wine right here, I'm not going to be able to get it on the nose. I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste my time. I just want to get to tasting it. So let's do that. There is a noticeable amount of cranberry in here. This is a really interesting cab. I guess let me go through the whole criteria for it real fast. It's dry. I would say high tannins. Slightly rough, but nothing not manageable. High tannins. Body is medium plus. Finish. Kind of going around a medium on the finish. Acid, medium plus acid. Intensity, say medium plus on the intensity. Overall, very medium plus wine. Not too bad. The alcohol does present as high. So, the reason I said this is interesting is I don't normally associate cranberry with cab. I don't. Currant, maybe a little bit of bell pepper from certain areas. Some black fruit, some red fruit, things like that. I don't recall really having a strong cranberry note in the cab. I've had it in Pinots, I've had it in other stuff, but not a cab. But I don't dislike it. I will say that after the first sip, the alcohol wasn't as dominant on the first sip because I think the tannins and a little bit of that earthiness kind of covered it up. Having a subsequent sip, I am detecting the alcohol a little bit more. This is a strong wine. Has a slight chalkiness to it. And there's no haziness. It's just, and it's not tannic. It's not like the astringency of tannins. It's this secondary effect of like a chalky, and it actually has a slightly chalky taste to it. But like I said, it's not bad. It's like, hold on a second. All right, so when I used to have that blackboard up here, this was the chalk I used. Yeah, that's it. I mean, it tastes like white chalk, white chalkboard chalk. That's not bad, and like I said, it's not a dominant thing. It's just something that's present in the mid palate, and that goes into the finish a little bit. And I find it interesting. There's just a lot of interesting things about this wine. Let's go ahead and get to the blick. In terms of balance, I do think you're balanced. Having everything be medium plus is a big plus in this case. If that alcohol being so high, if it wasn't an intense wine, if it didn't have that acid, if it didn't have that fruit to carry it, then the alcohol would be really the only thing you taste. So with all that being there, I think it's in balance. Length, half a point, medium finish on the length for me. Not getting too much after that. Intensity, so I'm gonna give you half a point. And the reason why is because I really want more of those secondary notes. I understand it's a 2017, so I'm probably not getting much tertiary. But man, I really would have liked to have picked up more of those winemaking notes, the barrel notes. And I'm getting a lot of fruit. I'm getting a wide breadth of fruit, but I'm not getting too many of those notes. And based off the last Anna Diogo-Draper wine that I've had, this is a little bit of a switch. I had really good fruit, I had really good barrel notes, but that one, even though it had a tiny bit of age on it, it didn't have the tertiary. So in this case, I'm getting a little bit of tertiary. I wish I had more barrel notes. That's my really only complaint about the intensity on this one, is because of that. Now, from a complexity standpoint, I'm gonna still give you half a point. I really would have liked more of those notes. However, though, I'm giving you half a point because there is such a wide variety in that primary fruit that I think that makes up for some of that lack in the secondary. Now, the other thing I will say is that if you give it some time and allow for it to develop some of those tertiary flavors, that half a point will probably go to a full point, because this does have enough structure in the wine. It has enough acid, it has enough tannin, it has enough bright, intense fruit, that as this wine ages, it's going to develop those notes without really losing a lot of the qualities and kind of becoming like a flabby wine. So I really think that this has aging potential, and that's probably where you're going to get that half a point, is half a decade down the line probably. So with that being said, you got a full point for balance, half a point for intensity, half a point for length, and half a point for complexity. So you're at least a good wine. Are you a very good wine? Well, I think that really depends on how you deal with the alcohol and some of those ancillary things, like the cranberry in a cab and that chalkiness. If you can deal with that, then that adds to the complexity, it adds to sort of the structure, then the wine is very good. If that's not going to be your thing, then this wine is still good. So, I mean, you're not losing on this wine. And for the price range that you can get it for, it's a really good introduction to this winemaker. I really like it. So if you get a chance, pick it up. Now, here's the deal. Going into how you pay for this thing. It's $32 if you go to nakedwines.com. See, that's where it came in. Nakedwines.com, $32. If you're an angel, you get it for $20. However, if you use my discount code in the description below this video, then you can get an additional discount off your first case if you haven't used their service before. So if you're new to the service, you can even, I believe, cut off at least another $100 from that, and you're gonna be set. You do have to buy a case, so it's gonna be about at least 160 bucks. But like I said, it cuts off at least 100. So you're already making out like a bandit getting this wine discounted. And then on top of that, you get the other discounts. I don't get paid if you use the code. That code is strictly there for you to get a discount on this service. So if you're interested in trying it, use the code. And if you're already an angel, then cool. You can get it for 20 bucks. Anyway, this is Stuart with Wine on the Dime. If you like today's video, please like, subscribe, and comment. Have you tried the 2017 Anna Diogo-Draper Cabernet Sauvignon from the Pine Mountain Vineyard? I was about to say Valley. I just need to double check. I'm not totally insane there. Leave a comment below if you have, and I'll see you all again soon with another episode from Wine on the Dime. In the meantime, my wife is out of town. The kids are asleep. There's good stuff on Netflix. And it's been a long week. I want to relax. Yeah, I think I'm going to go downstairs and pair this with a binge session. I'll see y'all later.